everyone. Today we're going to be talking to you about a man named Michael Herrera, a former U.S. Marine and combat veteran who was assigned to respond with his unit to a natural disaster in Indonesia, both an earthquake and its resultant tsunami. This happened in 2009 in Sumatra on the west side of Indonesia. His unit was assigned to go into the jungle for this operation a little more than a week after the earthquake. But when they did that, they encountered something very unexpected. Michael Herrera has told his story in a number of venues, including the Shawn podcast and the Chris Lito podcast. A link to one of his interviews is listed in the discussion area below this video. According to the Herrera, on that day in the jungle, they came upon an area where there was what appeared to be a UFO or UAP, as they are called these days. It was huge and it was hovering near to the ground over a platform in a clearing in the jungle. As his unit got closer to the UFO, what appeared to be a group of paramilitary people dressed in black popped out of the jungle, seemingly out of nowhere, just surrounding them and forced them to surrender. The paramilitary people angrily asked Michael Herrera's unit what the blankety blank they were doing there, and they added some serious threats, potentially fatal. Herrera's unit disarmed, and the paramilitary people had them sign non-disclosure agreements, led them out of the jungle, and told them to get the heck out now. But before Herrera's unit left the UFO area, Herrera witnessed pickup trucks towing trailers that were holding large boxes. It turned out that those boxes contained people from the disaster area, and they were caught up in human trafficking operations. Apparently, this operation was using the natural disaster to kidnap people, knowing that no one would question where they were, since everyone would assume that they were killed during the earthquake and the tsunami. The large boxes were deposited on the platform that was below the hovering UFO, and the boxes were then lifted into the UFO using some kind of advanced technology. After the boxes were inside the UFO took off like a proverbial bat out of hell. Years later, the U.S. Congress passed a law protecting whistleblowers from retaliation if they broke their non-disclosure agreement by publicly stating what they experienced. Michael Herrera took advantage of this opportunity and he told his story. Herrera's experiences are quite extensive, including being informed about and personally witnessing how the U.S. Secret Space Program shot down UAPs as part of their craft retrieval program. But today, we're going to focus only on his experiences in the jungle of Indonesia, where he witnessed a UAP being used to transport people in what he believes is a human trafficking operation. Our goal is to remote view the event that Michael Herrera claims to have experienced to see if it is true. 5 remote viewers from Farsight participated in this project. And as you will soon see, Michael Herrera is the real deal. He really did experience what he claims to have experienced. But there's more. Our remote viewers were not limited to just what Michael Herrera saw. They were able to explore the complete situation once they were at the target site. And now you are going to know what we found. Remember, Farsight is always data-driven, and all remote viewing is done at Farsight completely blind. The remote viewers did not know anything about the target or the nature of the project when they did their sessions. They also did not communicate with one another about the project during the data collection phase of this project. Their video sessions were also recorded with the viewers totally alone in the studio. And it is worth reminding everyone that these remote viewers have a huge public track record working on many projects going years back. Projects that you can see on farsightprime.com. So this data that I am about to show you today are very high quality, and they were collected under scientifically defensible conditions. This is not science fiction. This is as real as it gets. Now, all remote viewing projects have a target. And this target for this project is Michael Herrera approaching the UAP in Indonesia for the first time in October 2009. The target remains quite general since we wanted to know simply if the event actually happened, as Herrera describes it. Subject D is Michael Herrera. Structure R is the UAP, and Group J are the people in the large boxes, the human trafficking victims. We will put text up on the video so you can remember these things when you watch the sessions. But remember that the viewers did not know these things when they did their sessions. They followed the script with non-leading movement exercises, such as move to subject D and describe, move to structure R and describe, move to group J and describe, and so on and so forth. They were never told what those things were until after their data were collected, including their final video sessions. But before we show you the data for this project, do you want to see a UAP that we captured with Farsight's own cameras? Now, remember, nearly all of the UFOs that we captured with our own cameras are being flown by the bad ETs, the ones running this planet as a prison. If they were flown by the good ETs, the U.S. Secret Space Program, which works with the bad ETs, would have been trying to shoot them down. So, these UFOs that we capture with our own cameras here at Farsight are not the ones being shot down by the American Secret Space Program. Here's a great one. Take a look.
And the camera is pointed upwards at a 45-degree angle, and we're at 339 degrees north, which is almost, it's actually northwest. Okay.
Remember that we are trying to encourage other people to make their own UFO videos by following our methods. A link to our methods can be found in the description area below this video. We hope you try it yourself because it's actually very fun once you get the hang of it. Also, our website, farsight.org, has recently been updated a lot. It is now a totally modern website that you will find easy to navigate on your computer and phone. Thank goodness, Dr. Brown. Be sure to visit the website very soon. I actually really like it. I literally congratulated him when I saw it. So, back to Michael Herrera. Starting with a session by Intisam, and then Aziz Brown, myself, Kamaya, and finally Shawn. This is what actually happened when Michael Herrera walked into the jungle of Indonesia in October 2009. Hang on tight. This is insane.